morning, guys. In 2019 for the last time. We have about 13 hours left of 2019 and
12 hours and 54 minutes.
Okay, I wasn't being that specific. And that is crazy. We are literally so close to the new decade. So I'm gonna take Panda out, and then when I'm done with that, I have to take all this stuff down on the porch. The blue ribbon, the red ribbon, and the lights. Some of the Christmas stuff is coming down today. Some of it's coming down January 2nd. I'm taking, there's a cat meow outside. I'm taking this stuff outside down today. We're taking down the tree in our room today. But the stuff in the living room and the big tree is not coming down until the 2nd, which makes me happy because I can soak it up for a little bit longer. So it's like half of it today, half of it on the 2nd. But yeah, we are so close. I cannot believe 2019 is essentially over. I posted on Facebook yesterday like my recap of this year, and it's had its moments, like I said, but for the most part it was a really good year. And for the main majority of it, it was a really good decade. But I am really, really excited to welcome in 2020 tonight. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on the day. I already did my treatment because I woke up coughing my brains out this morning. But yeah, so happy New Year's Eve, everybody, and here's to new beginnings. One of my favorite quotes about New Year's Day is, well, there's two, and I posted them on Facebook today. One of them is, tomorrow is the first blank page of a 365-day book, write a good one. Although technically 2020 is going to be a 366-day book. And what was the other one? Something, I'm gonna butcher this. It's something along the lines of, we're telling a story, its name is Opportunity, and the first blank page is New Year's Day. And so exciting. January 1st and December 31st are some of my favorite days of the year because they are just full of hope and yeah, just joy and hope for new beginnings and a good year ahead. So anyway, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I know in some parts of the world it already is 2020, so if that's for you, Happy New Year, and for everybody else, Happy New Year's Eve. Well, I got all this stuff outside down. Kind of just looks plain and boring out there now. Taking down decorations is always so much more depressing than putting them up. It's not depressing at all to put them up. Which is why we're splitting it over 2 days. So even though some of this stuff is going to be gone after today, I'll still have this beautiful tree to look at. And then by the time we take it down, we'll be a couple days into the new year, and it won't be as sad. But that was also a particularly frustrating endeavor. You know, when I put it up on the 14th, we put all of our stuff up early this year because there was a week in December that I was gone, so we put it up 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Last year we put it up a week, but anyway, so we put it up on the 14th, and when I put it up, it was like festive music playing, and you know, all the stuff being dragged out and being excited to see it after a year stored away. And the reason I had to put so many layers of tape, which by the way, some of them didn't even want to come off without scissors, physically would not come off without scissors, is because, well, the lights, it's obvious, the minute I took the tape off, the lights fell down, but the ribbon didn't want to stay curled either. So I had to put a ton of tape on the top and bottom to keep it curled. And I found funny, I expected, just like the lights, when I took the tape off, they would come out, but they'd been in that position so long for a month and a half, no, not even a month and a half, almost 2 months, that the ribbon stayed curled, like tight to the post. So I was kind of like peeling the ribbon off the post, and I think we have permanent blue glitter out there now. But yeah, there's a big difference between festive music, excitement for the holidays, putting up the ribbon and seeing it all pretty, and even if it is frustrating, everything looks prettier afterwards, to a cold day, wind's blowing, fighting with tape, and then everything just looks bare when you bring it down. It's just a little depressing. But anyway, so that is one thing checked off the list. One less thing to do. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna work on the tree in the bedroom and just start getting things done. I'm also trying to stay busy so I don't actually like fall asleep, because I really don't want to fall asleep this afternoon. If I need to, I'll just have another cup of coffee. But yeah, one thing down, a million more to go. It took like 5 hours, I think, to get all the Christmas stuff up. So now granted, it's a little bit easier to take it down because you're basically just shoving it in a bag and shoving it in storage until next year rather than placing it around the house, but still not easy. So anyway, I'm gonna rest for a bit, but at least I got that done. Hey guys, so we went out and got some Chinese food for lunch/dinner. This soup is what's really sounding amazing to me right now. But also we got the fortune cookies. So I'm gonna open this and we'll see what my supposed fortune for the new year is. Let's see what's gonna happen to me in 2020. Your future is whatever you make of it, so make a good one. I guess that works for New Year's. Make a good year, I guess. It's my my fortune for 2020. What's your fortune for 2020?
Don't build your happiness on others' sorrow.
That's depressing.
You want a cookie?
I give Panda this one. Alright, so...
Well, I was going to give him half and Panda half.
Well, just give him that whole one and I'll give Panda mine. Because I don't like him either. So, anyway, gonna eat and chill out for a bit. But, yeah.
Oh,
kind of fun,
yeah,
and I am looking forward to eating this soup. Yeah, so I'm doing something very sad right now. I am taking down the tree in our room. I hate this part of the Christmas season. So that hair just does not want to behave, does it? I took off all the ornaments, took off all the lights, the white lights. It comes with colored lights. And now I'm figuring out where I'm gonna put it once I dismantle it, and I'm gonna figure out with the box beforehand because it's easier. I think maybe I can stuff it in my closet. The problem is this year we have 3 trees, or we had 3 trees. Because this used to be our living room tree, but we bought the one that's out there now, which I'm so glad it's not coming down till the 2nd because all of it at once would just be too much. But anyway, so we used to just stuff this in the closet every year, and that was that because we had 1 tree. Well, now we have 3, so the living room tree is going to go where this tree used to go, so now I have to find somewhere for this tree to go. And I don't want to say goodbye to the tree. It's sad, but it is what it is. Holiday season comes and the holiday season goes. And I also need to take down, before I forget, I have these little window clings. Well, I just broke that. It's okay, I wasn't going to reuse it. I have these little gel things I put up in the window that said "Let It Snow," which is just a pipe dream in Florida. And I need to take them down now before I forget, because my sister forgot to take some down from last Christmas, and yeah, they melted. So I'm taking these down. Unfortunately, these are not reusable. I mean, I'm just gonna have to buy more next December. Apparently they're glittery, or something was glittery. My hands are all glittery. But if I don't take these down while I'm taking down the rest of the decorations in this room, I will completely forget about it because I don't see these. So, so that's what I'm doing: gel clings, tree, and the only thing I am not taking down right now is we have some lights that are across the TV stand, and I'm not going to take those down right now because there's nowhere for them to go until we drag out the Christmas boxes on the 2nd. So for now, those will just stay there, but it's never as fun to put stuff back. But it is, you know, it's time to welcome in 2020, and part of that is saying goodbye to 2019 holiday season. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Well, as I finish wrapping up the Christmas stuff for today, the only thing I have to do is take down the, take apart the tree, and then I found a place to get it in my closet. I'm not sure we're ever gonna get it back out again, but it'll fit. So we'll worry about that next December. But I think here is a good time to go ahead and wrap up my vlog as well. It is crazy to me, guys. We have 7 hours left in this year, and it's kind of sad to me in a way, because this has been a really good year for me. I mean, beginning of July was pretty and February was but for the most part, it was a really nice year. I went to 2 countries I'd never been to before I turned 21. I, you know, developed a really strong passion for aviation. I got my walking independence back. I ran my first 5K. I'm working on my 2nd novel. I mean, it's just been, 2019's been a pretty good year for me, and it's kind of tinged with a little bit of sadness to say goodbye to it, but I'm just so like hopeful and really looking forward to January 1st and a new chapter, a new decade, and a new start, a new year, and it's a change, and it's changing, and it's crazy. You know, this time last week I was just getting ready for Christmas, but that's how it always goes. Time goes by really fast, and we're down to just 7 hours of 2019. So I am really excited for midnight. I think I'm gonna have to have another cup of coffee to make it there, but even though I haven't been feeling the greatest physically, and you know, I spent most of the past week indoors, I am so thankful for this holiday season. This was one of my favorite holiday seasons I've ever had. You know, it was so much fun to even like go through the airports and look at the decorations and hear the Christmas music, and the anticipation leading up to Christmas this year felt childlike for me. It felt just so incredible, so like, and I'm sad now that it's coming to an end, but you know what, it's worth it. It outweighs the joy of what this holiday season held for me and what this year held for me. I said that 2019 finished with one of my favorite holiday seasons I have ever had. Like, I just completely threw myself into it, and from November 14th, let's be honest, from November 1st, when I started listening to Christmas music, all the way up through today and tomorrow, it's been an amazing holiday season. It's been a pretty good year. It's been a pretty good decade, and I am so excited to see what the future holds for 2020, and got some exciting things coming up in 2020 as well that I'm really looking forward to. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end here, because I could literally ramble all night. This day of the year really makes me think back and reflect on the previous year, and just like so thankful that I'm in a completely different place than I was on this day last year, and for that I'm beyond thankful. I had just come through the hardest year of my life, and now I've just come through one of the best, and I can't say enough about that. So here's to new beginnings, here's to a new decade, and here's to 2020. So thank you guys so much for coming along on my day today. Thank you so much for coming along on this year with me, and I will see you guys next year and tomorrow for 2020. Good night.